they start up their own stuff in their corner of the world, because it's very different what you can do in New Zealand versus what you can do in UK versus what you can do in Mexico. And some of them are making soaps and things under our brand that are quite legal, and then they all tithe 10% to the mothership. Like we're the Mormon headquarters, except we're a little cheaper, I think. And we're kind of doing it that way to help seed, because we're the making and selling of cannabis products is just a way for us to grow our worldwide movement, which is to create honorable jobs for people that combine spirituality and combine activism. That's sort of our holy trinity. Service to the people, so serve them in a compassionate way, and activism, weave that into your life, progressive activism, either holding your lawmakers accountable or running for office yourself, but whatever, giving time, or being an activist pain in the butt for reform. And then the third one is, what did I say? Service, activism, and spirituality. And to do everything that we do in a spiritual environment. So, but we do it like the Beguines did pre-Christian. So we organize our lives by the cycles of the moon. And that means we make our medicines from new moon to full moon. We always put up a batch on a new moon. We bottle them and complete them on a full moon. Full moons are for the tribe. We go plant-based in our diet, meaning no meat from new moon to full moon. So, but on full moon, we have a feast for the tribe. And then we get meat, and we get meat once a day for the next 14 days before we rinse and repeat the cycle with our medicine. And all our batches are marked by the cycle of moon and tested by an independent lab, so the outside world can always find the test results and so forth. So we're doing the best we can to be like our Beguine mothers, with one foot on the grid and one foot off. When we moved to our 1 acre farm, the first thing we did was build a Wi-Fi tower. Just saying.
Well, you're going to have an Instagram and a Facebook,
and
speak to the people to educate.
Come on, it's really about Netflix at night.
Okay, well,
with those little circles. That's what it's really about.
Exactly.
Do you see cannabis as a sacrament?
No, we don't. Cannabis is not at all in our spiritual beliefs, because then we'd have to see skullcap and turmeric ginger and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
I mean, we work with all kinds of healing plants and healing medicine, and none of them have been elevated to be our God to this point. No, we pray to the same God everybody else does, our creator God, except we're like more inclined to call her goddess, even though we know at that point there's no delineation. So, but no, that's not part of it. I mean, other than the fact that at the very end of the ceremony, Alice always has a joint in the fire circle, it's usually not part of what we do. We do like to meditate and pray with the plants. We believe the energy of the healing intention. So where we make our medicine and when we work with the plant, we require it to be a very spiritual, solemn, meditative environment, quiet. The sisters are required, the makers of the medicine, to be putting as much healing intention as they in it, because we believe science will one day prove that that energy actually transfers with the medicine to the people, even if we ship the bottle over to Russia. It goes with them. So that's like the beginning and end. We don't rise for sunrise service. We do have certain blessings that are crossover Christian, Jewish, Wiccan, and we consider ourselves a Build-A-Bear religion, where we really want the women to have input into the making of how we grow, as long as we don't stray from our basic tenets.
At what point